Okay. So I've gone and wired from the bottom up to this first peg, and then I go diagonal up to this second peg on the opposite side. And again, I twist it around that peg once or twice, and then I go under the wire, check the tension, make sure it's not too tight or else I'll be bending the side of the frame. And then I go through the top hole, just like I did with the bottom. To get through that hole, I go around the wire once, and then I go up to this side corner at the top. And I use that peg, and I also use the hole. You can really use whatever works best for you. And I just tie off that top bit of frame. I have a little extra wire if you'd like. So you come down here to this side hole or side peg and just kind of tie that wire off. Okay, so done one side. And now to do the other. It's basically a mirror of the first. I'm just going to start with the peg on the opposite side, go around that a few times, over the wire, under the wire, up to the second hole on the opposite side. Go around that peg. And under. Check my tension again. Everything seems good. Come up to the top. I could either go through the hole or just work my way around the wire to get it centered. Checking my tension again. I'm using this wire up here just to, as a brace to kind of hold the new wire I'm putting on. Go around that peg again in the opposite corner. And then this extra wire, I'm just going to bring it down and kind of tie it off on this other hole and peg. You could also cut off any excess wire you don't need. We're going to wax the wire in another video. So there you have it. This is a wired frame ready for wax. So again, I started at this bottom hole. I got wire on either side and I twisted it around here just to hold it in place. Then I brought the wire up to a peg. I went around the peg, the top and the bottom, and then around the wire once. Came up this way to the other peg, the second peg on the opposite side. I wired around this peg, top and bottom again, looped it around, and went up here to the top. In this top hole, I secured the wire, and then I took it over to the side corner. I fastened it to this peg, and then I walked it down to here and fastened it around this peg. And then opposite side, I took the other wire that was hanging and I strung it from here to this peg, up here to this peg, up here to the top, fastened it, came over here to the bottom, tied it off, and then the excess I tied down here. And this will give you a pretty solid foundation or frame wiring to put your foundation on. Next step will be waxing this foundation.